Ladies and gentlemen, today let's uncover the transformation that awaits within each of us, the journey from seeking approval outside ourselves to discovering true authority within. The shift from the nice guy to a grounded, respected self requires no change in others, but a profound realization of who you are. The nice guy often lives in the shadow of external approval, always conforming, always seeking acceptance. But you are here to realize that your identity is not defined by the opinions or expectations of others. Stand up now and affirm within yourself, I am worthy as I am. Imagine yourself as a confident, grounded individual who no longer needs validation. Can you see that version of yourself? Hold that image firmly, embody it. This is your true nature, capable, respected, and self-assured. In this state, you do not sacrifice your truth to keep the peace, nor do you apologize for living in alignment with your own values. Do not seek to please, instead, align with the desires that resonate deeply within you. Take a moment to feel what it's like to speak your truth with clarity and ease, unaffected by the opinions around you. As you step into this role, you will find that others naturally respond with a newfound respect. You have shifted from pleasing to leading, from needing to commanding. This transformation calls for you to trust in your voice, to speak from a place of certainty. Your voice is not meant to be stifled or compromised. It is meant to be a beacon of clarity and strength. No more silencing yourself to keep the peace. Now is the time to act decisively, to embrace your own path. Imagine relationships where you are valued not as someone who gives endlessly, but as one who stands in their worth. You do not shrink or sacrifice, you command presence through the sheer power of self-assurance. You live from this vision of yourself daily. Stop waiting for others to define your worth. Step out of passive roles and make choices that reflect your true desires. Decide, act, and know that your value is not something to be negotiated. It is to be honored, respected, and upheld by all who enter your life. As you let go of seeking validation, a quiet confidence will emerge. It is this inner strength that allows others to see you as you truly are: strong, decisive, complete. This confidence cannot be taught by the world outside. It is cultivated from within, through a commitment to your authentic self. Let the nice guy dissolve as you take on this new identity, one of unwavering strength, value, and inner authority. Others will come to respect you not for what you give to them, but for the grounded presence you embody. This is the power of true transformation: to cease seeking approval and to stand firm in the realization that you are enough, complete as you are. Step into this awareness and watch as your world transforms in response. Consider this: who do you believe yourself to be? Every label, every story you've attached to yourself is a creation of your own perception. The label of nice guy is simply an identity you've assumed, a role you've played to gain favor, to find acceptance. But today I invite you to redefine that identity, to step beyond the bounds of what others have come to expect of you, and instead assume the feeling of being powerful, respected, and confident. Imagine yourself stepping into this new identity. You no longer seek permission, nor do you wait to be acknowledged. You are the one who stands tall, grounded in the awareness that you are more than enough as you are. Picture yourself moving through life with a sense of calm authority, unbothered by the need to please, unwilling to compromise your values for superficial approval. This new image of yourself is decisive and assured. The hesitations that once held you back begin to dissolve. No longer swayed by the winds of others' opinions, you trust fully in your own instincts and decisions. When you speak, it's with clarity and conviction. You do not seek validation, for you know that you carry all the worth you need within. You are not here to serve as an echo of others' desires. You are here to fulfill your own. Visualize yourself in situations where you used to feel compelled to comply or bend to others' expectations. Now, in this redefined self, you no longer feel the pull to submit or appease. You stand firm, a pillar of strength and self-worth. In your presence, others feel an undeniable respect and trust your own voice. The more your life begins to reflect the truth of who you are. When you trust your inner certainty, you stop questioning your desires. You know that if something calls to you, there is a reason. You no longer look outside for reassurance. You turn inward, finding strength and guidance in your own instincts. This doesn't mean ignoring the advice or perspectives of others. It means acknowledging that, at the end of the day, you are the final authority on your life. No one else knows what is best for you except you. Living from inner certainty also allows you to move through life with peace, even when faced with misunderstandings or opposition. Not everyone will understand or agree with the direction you are taking, and that's okay. In fact, it is natural for people to project their own fears, beliefs, and limitations onto your choices. But when you trust your own truth, their opinions lose their power over you. You stand firm in your own conviction, knowing that their misunderstanding does not alter the course you are on. In this state of inner certainty, there is no inner turmoil. There is no fear of making the wrong decision or regret for following your heart. Every choice becomes an expression of your authentic self, guided by an inner knowing that is beyond logical reasoning. You allow yourself to be moved by the desires that arise from within, understanding that they are not random whims but signals from your deepest self, leading you to your rightful place in the world. When you trust in your inner certainty, you unlock the power to create and live the life you've always dreamed of. No longer paralyzed by doubt, you embrace each moment with the confidence that your desires are valid, your instincts are wise, and you are always guided toward what is best for you. Imagine a world where you are valued, not for the things you do for others or how much you give, but simply for the essence of who you are. In this world, your worth is inherent, not based on your actions, but on your very being. You are seen as equal, your presence cherished for the unique light you bring into each connection. You no longer need to prove your value by overextending yourself or sacrificing your own needs for the sake of others. Instead, you stand tall in your own authenticity, knowing that your presence is enough, that you are deserving of love, respect, and appreciation in every relationship. This shift in perception begins by visualizing yourself in relationships where your value is not tied to what you can do for others, but to who you are at your core. Imagine yourself in a friendship, partnership, or family dynamic where you are met with genuine respect, where your thoughts, feelings, and boundaries are honored without question. You no longer see yourself as the one who must give endlessly, to constantly be the caretaker, the fixer, or the pleaser. Instead, you see yourself as an equal, deserving of the same love, care, and consideration that you freely offer others. As you embrace this vision, you begin to reshape how you show up in your relationships. No longer do you feel the need to earn the respect of others by doing more or giving more than what is comfortable for you. Instead, you recognize that your value does not depend on what you do, but on your very essence. You give because you want to, but you also allow yourself to receive with grace, understanding that you are worthy of the same love and kindness that you extend. This new way of seeing yourself changes the energy you bring into relationships. You stop overcompensating or bending to the will of others in order to maintain the connection. You no longer seek validation or approval in exchange for your efforts. Instead, you trust that you are already enough just as you are, and that any relationship that truly honors you will do so because of your inherent worth, not because of what you can offer. Visualize yourself surrounded by people who appreciate you for the person you are, who recognize your uniqueness, and who value the depth you bring into their lives. There is no need to justify your presence or explain your worth because it is already understood. You no longer have to chase after approval or sacrifice, no longer dictate how you feel about yourself. You have learned that your value is not for others to determine, but for you to recognize and honor. This shift in mindset begins with recognizing that you do not need anyone else's approval to be valid, to be worthy, or to be successful. Your worth is inherent, and when you come to this realization, you begin to live life with a calm assurance that cannot be shaken by the fluctuating opinions of others. You do not need to prove yourself because you are already enough. This freedom from seeking validation allows you to make choices and decisions based on what feels right for you, not based on what will make others happy or give you a sense of acceptance. As you let go of the need for validation, you begin to attract a different kind of energy into your life. People start to respond to you differently, sensing the strength of your inner confidence. There is a quiet power in someone who is not swayed by the opinions or judgments of others, and that power is magnetic. Others will begin to respect you more because they can see that you do not seek to please or impress them. Instead, you show up as your authentic self, with no agenda but to be true to who you are. The more you cultivate inner satisfaction and fulfillment, the more you become self-reliant in your emotional needs. You begin to fulfill yourself through your own actions, thoughts, and beliefs, rather than through the approval of others. This creates a deeper sense of peace within you, as you no longer rely on external sources to affirm your worth. You learn to honor your own feelings and judgments, trusting that they are enough. As a result, you begin to feel a sense of contentment that comes from within, not dependent on the fluctuating opinions of others or the need for validation. Living in this way does not mean you shut yourself off from others or become indifferent to their feedback. It means that you learn to listen to others without allowing their opinions to define you. You take what resonates and you leave what doesn't. You no longer crave approval, but rather you express yourself freely, knowing that you are worthy of respect simply for being who you are. As you detach from the need for validation, you shift from seeking approval to becoming an embodiment of self-respect. You begin to respect yourself first, and in turn, others begin to mirror that respect back to you. Your quiet confidence and assurance become a powerful presence in the world, attracting the right relationships and experiences that align with your authentic self. In this state, you become unshakable, as